How's this for action-packed fun? This week we're going to be visiting with my good friend David Perry. We'll take a look at Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball and Army Men. Over hill, over dale, we will hit the dusty trail as the caissons go rolling along.
How's it going, Jose?
Hi, Victor.
Tell me a little bit about this game. It looks incredible.
Yeah, what you're seeing here is Monster Truck Madness 2. We took what made the first version very successful, which was great fun, a lot of attitude, and the real monster trucks, and added a lot of things to make this the most fun racing game ever. We have 11 new trucks. We have 11 brand new tracks. You can also even fight with the trucks. There's something called here Summit Rumble, in which the trucks go to the top of a hill, and you can get your truck there. You see the other truck, you start banging the other truck, and whoever stays there the longest wins.
Sort of like a demolition derby with these huge rigs.
It's a big fight.
It's multiplayer.
It supports multiplayer over a modem, a LAN, or the internet. You know, when you're playing multiplayer and you're really upset at your opponent, you don't want to type some insult. You want to scream the insult. You press your space bar, you yell into the microphone of your computer.
You need training wheels on that thing?
And the other person will hear you through his or her computer at the other side, wherever that person is playing.
How about shortcuts and different routes in the game?
Well, there are plenty of shortcuts, and to just let you know something, if you don't take the shortcuts, you won't be able to win.
Right.
So part of the challenge is finding where the shortcuts are and what's the best way to get to the... If you are a really good driver and you already mastered a lot of the tracks, you can switch to driving on the snow, and the traction coefficient will change. During night driving, one of the really smart things that people can do is mess up the headlights of the other trucks, because if your headlights get hit, they will get out of whack. So basically, you won't be able to see where you're going at night.
Cool. Was the headlight thing a part of the first game as well?
No, the headlights is brand new, and that also takes advantage of some of the latest 3D graphics technology, like alpha blending and things like that, because you see the headlight, you see the stream of light, but at the same time you can see behind that, so it's a transparent effect. Another really cool technology which I think is perfect for this game, it's force feedback support. So if you're using one of the force feedback joysticks, exactly, you can feel the ground. If you hit a rock, you can feel a rock, because the game is so aggressive. If somebody hits your truck, you'll be able to feel the jolt.
Cool.
We appeal to people that had already other PC racing games, and if you have other great racing games and you want to get sort of a quick fix and you want to just jump on the internet, race against somebody, exchange a few insults pretty fast, this is the game to do it.
Great. Thank you very much, Jose.
Thank you very much.
Looks like you got a winner here, man.
Thanks.
I'm here with Morale, who's the producer of Vigilante 8.
Right.
Cool. Let me ask you this. Why is it called Vigilante 8?
For a couple reasons. One of the gangs in the game is vigilantes.
Okay.
So that's the good guys.
Okay.
And also there are 8 characters you start out with in the game, like V8. Kind of like V8 muscle cars.
V8?
The game's about 1970s and the muscle cars. Stuff
Okay.
like that. It looks beautiful. It's got a lot of light sources and all objects in the world are 3D.
So it's all 3D?
It's all 3D. A couple of the gameplay elements we've added is that we've allowed the individual to destroy every single object in the world. So I can blow up bridges, I can blow up trees, I can blow up cacti, everything. In addition, you can use the buildings and objects in the world to your advantage. So I can topple a wall stack, for example, on you. And when it hits you, it'll cause damage to the enemy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so now also we have power-ups hidden inside of buildings, things like that.
Okay.
But the one thing we're very proud of is the physics in the game. It's very realistic. You can do power slides, the terrain. We have different coefficients of friction for, like, snow, for example. You can spin around a lot more.
All right, well, thanks for sharing with us.
Thank you very much.
Looks like it's going to be an awesome game.
Right, I think we hope it will be, actually.
Let's go for a ride.
Okay.
I am here in Activision's Santa Monica headquarters with David Pass from the Pitfall 3D team. let's talk a little bit about the history of Pitfall. What was after the initial Pitfall? There was like another one that came out after that.
Yeah, there was Pitfall 2, which was the Lost Caverns. And then we came out with the Mine Adventure.
Tell me the whole like kind of backstory for Pitfall.
Well, what we wanted to do was take Harry off of Earth. At the very beginning, you see him on Earth, but he quickly goes through a dimensional rift, and he goes into another world. His objective there is to save this world, which is becoming extinct by the evil Temptress. And so you want to defeat her while saving this other civilization. And then their next target is Earth. So you're not only saving this world, but you're also saving the fate of Earth.
Is the original Pitfall game in this one?
I'll give an exclusive to your viewers right now.
Okay.
In a tribute to David Crane, the man who made the original. It's Crane's Baby to get to the Atari 2600. People still don't realize how difficult it is to make a 3D game. You know, people kind of take it for granted now that all games are 3D,
right.
But not all of them are truly 3D and wide open like Pitfall is. Everything that we did that was hard had to do with 3D.
Let me ask you about that blue stuff and some of the other stuff in the game.
This magical property called Lucence, which happens to be blue.
Blue stuff.
Blue stuff.
Right.
And that allows you to float. So it's kind of like being on ice, but you're floating. So we start you off slowly on it to get used to it, and then we use it as a pretty tough mechanic where you have to change direction. And we even use it in one of our boss rooms, which is pretty incredible.
What's your favorite game ever of all time?
I would say that would have to be in television baseball. I think it's the greatest game ever.
Tell me about it. That was a great game. We got to play some of that stuff. That's
I have it set up in my office.
No way. We're going at it. Third. I'm going to third. Going to third. Coming off with your shortstop there, huh? Coming up next, Ken Griffey Baseball for the N64.
Hey man, come over.
Yeah, how's it going? What's going on, bro?
Hey.
Mind if I join you guys?
Come on in, man.
Cool. No problem. All right. I am here at Angel Studios with a couple of the programmers, and you guys are working on Ken Griffey Baseball for the N64.
The best baseball game for the N64 or any console?
And what makes it the best baseball game for the N64?
Simply one thing, the gameplay. It's right up there. It's been tweaked and polished and perfected to be the best baseball game that's been out. It's from Nintendo, and when it comes to games, they know how to do that.
So Tom, tell me a little bit about this new Ken Griffey game for the N64.
Major League Baseball presents Ken Griffey Jr. It's quite an awesome, realistic baseball game. The pitcher gets tired through the game because the idea is you're moving this cursor around, and when it's disappeared, you try to hide the ball where you're going to throw it to.
Oh, cool.
And the batter has this like donut that you can move it around on the screen and try to match where you think the ball's going to be.
Right.
And the same thing. So as a pitcher gets tired through the game, then all of a sudden he can't seem to hide the ball as much, so you get an idea where he's going to pitch it.
The stadiums are amazing in this thing.
Oh, yeah.
What did you guys go through to get that?
Well, we got a lot of the blueprints for a lot of the stadiums. We had a modeler who had done defense simulation, so he was very exacting. Everything was up to scale.
You guys are both programmers, but you guys do different stuff. What are you in charge of?
I programmed a lot of the gameplay, specifically a lot of the fielding and running motion. And went to motion capture, helped direct the talent as far as what he actually physically does, and then translate that into pressing buttons on the controller and how the players respond on the field.
If you know the 64 controller, it has the little camera buttons, and they're shaped just like a diamond.
Right.
If you want to throw to second base, all you do is touch the top one, hit one pitch, boom, there it goes, right there. Same with stealing bases, and of course you can do pickle moves. You can change the places of the position of the player, so you can go after the ball, and you can run the players down. What more could you want than something that's so realistic than this? I smell the hot dogs. I smell the popcorn.
So what was it like working with Ken Griffey?
He was a really nice guy. He was really friendly, and he just seemed totally comfortable in the whole getting up there and repeating his swing dozens of times, and he was actually picture perfect every time.
So when they took that data, would they just use that for when Griffey's up to bat, or did they take the data and work with it a little bit so that they could use that for all the batters?
They get everybody's stance from all the teams. You get the Joey Cora who is just crouched down, and you get Dave Buhner with the open stance. Use their realistic ones molded off of his batting stance.
What would you guys say the best thing about programming games is?
This has to be it.
This right here.
Enjoying.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, I'm getting a bit wrinkly myself, so I think I'm going to go hit a few.
All right. Come on back.
Yeah, we will. If you liked playing with these guys when you were a kid, wait till you play Army Men from 3DO. Sucks for this guy. We are here with General Hawkins of 3DO talking about Army Men.
Yeah, Tommy, I brought you a helmet of your own here because it's kind of dangerous out here with all the shrapnel.
Right. Well, I better put that on.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway,
bar mitzvah now.
so the Italian bar mitzvah. Tell me about this game. This is incredible.
This is really a fun game. You don't have to be an expert gamer in any particular category to have a lot of fun with it, and you can go as far as you feel like going. It's got great humor in it because you're playing with plastic men. You remember, you'd melt them and blow them up with M80s and cut them up. And so we basically took all of those sadistic things that we all did as kids, and we've incorporated those things into the game. The weapons are great, and every weapon does something different. So it's fun to be able to go around and you upgrade from a rifle to a bazooka to a flamethrower. You got mortars, you got explosives you can use to blow up bridges and things.